Hey, what's good, peeps? This is the Financial Power Hours over at Intellectual Radio. You got Raymond Batts in the building, one four founder member of the Ownership Club. We also got our co host, Karen Stevens, in the building. We're here to bring y'all that great financial content today that we always bring you guys the financial content, the business content, everything. And we also got an awesome and amazing guest in the building today as well. I'm gonna give him a chance to introduce himself to you all.
How you guys doing? My name is Rolon Davis.
Relon Davis. So, what is it that you do, brother?
I basically teach financial literacy. I show people how to become wealthy through their credit score, using and leveraging their credit. And then you take that money and you invest it into real estate if you decide to, or Turo, Airbnb, or anything that you see business wise where you basically will be working for yourself, or you'll be able to empower and employ your family, creating generational wealth.
That's very powerful, brother. That's actually a very hot topic right now. My brother's been sending me a bunch of like different podcast content over the past week on that very subject.
Mhm.
So yeah, I want to dive deep into how you get this going. But first, what I want to talk about is how did you get into this? Like, what was your journey leading into this, and what was your why? Why did you get on this path?
Um, it's been kind of a long journey. I never really sit and think about it. It's crazy. I work so much. I just try and keep going and going and going. I lost my mom early, actually. So when I was about 23, 24, I lost my mom, and losing her, she lost the house as well. So after I lost her, about 4 days later, I got a letter in the mail saying I had to be out the house. So after that, they impounded my car because I was tied up with the house. And then they said I had it till January, beginning of February to get out. So I Googled where they was holding the house at an auction. And I went to the auction and I bought it back.
Mm,
So I bought the house back for about $35,000. So I fully owned the house. So I haven't paid rent in 7 years.
wow.
So doing that, and that's what I like to tell most of my clients. Most of us are already rich. We just give our money away to bills every month. If I told you guys that I would pay your bills for the next 5 months, your money or savings will go up significantly. So the first thing we need to do is eliminate the bills. So if you can eliminate your rent by fully owning your property, then therefore you get on another stage of where you can go in this country as far as investing and making money, because now you fully own your property and then you can go get another one. So I try and tell most of my clients, you want to get a property for all your expenses. If you have a property for your utility bills, you have a property that pays your rent, you have a property that pays your car note, and then you have a property that pays for your trips. Now life is more free to where you're not worried about what you're doing with your money because everything is paid for. And then you have credit. What I like to tell people, when we spend our cash on an everyday basis, we get nothing back from that. When you swipe your credit card, you get cash back. So when you get deep into the credit game and you apply it with real estate, and real estate is paying your credit cards off, and your credit card is paying your everyday life, you're paying yourself to live life.
Never thought about it that way. Never looked into it that deep like that.
Yes.
That's powerful though.
So with Chase Bank alone, I have 310,000 reward points with them alone. So, you know, that's what I basically try to tell my clients. When you get on that side, life is basically free because you have something paying for everything that you do. And then what I like to tell people is you obtain business credit because they give you zero APR rates from anywhere between 5 to 16 months. You can fully you can fully construct a property in 4 to 6 months.
You make this sound so simple.
It is when you have the information. That's why I tell people you don't get rich off money, you get rich off information. If I know how to get rich, you can never take me making money away
That's very true.
because I know how to make money. I have the information. It's within my head, it's within what I'm talking about, it's within my conversation. So if I have that already, making money is not the problem. And that's why I try to tell my culture as much as I can when we get making money out of our head, because that's a selfish entity. You make money off fixing problems. You fix problems by helping people. All my clients that paid me, I help them more than they pay me. That's why more people come because the return is more than what they're given. So if we take our head out of money, we can gain more information, and now we naturally make the money. Because you said it sounds so easy because you never knew these type of things exist. So when I bought my mom's house back for $30,000, I remodeled the bathroom, her room, my room. I probably put about 10,000 into it. So we 40,000 all the way in. The bank has what you call a home equity line of credit. And with the home equity line of credit, they allow you to take what the property is worth out of the property, and they give you that amount of money. So the bank gave me back $175,000 for the house. So now I can take that money and invest it into more real estate and do this same thing again. And when you repeat these processes and you buy real estate, um, I want to say the abandoned properties in your neighborhoods, now you can put the equity into them. And when you go to the bank, you take that equity out. And now that's a profit. Excuse me. Because off my mom's property alone, I profited $135,000. And now I can go get another property and do this same thing again. And I'm going to profit. And then I'm going to have people that are going to be paying me rent.
I like that.
So when I have the one building, now I can go do it again. Now, the blessing with me is when I decide to move, I can also put my house up along with the other properties that I have because I stayed in the house that I fully own. I don't pay rent. So now when I want to move, I can either go get a condo or I could go get a house built from the ground up. But I like to tell my clients we want to be with all our options. If we know all that we can do, we will always choose a better route. But the information is not given. The information is not there. I'm not the person that's gonna come and tell people like, yeah, black kids just want to rob people. They just want to be bad. They just want to do that. Okay, well, tell a young black man from the hood he can make $1.7 million from his credit score and see what else he care about. You hide the information, and then you sit all of them in the same neighborhood with the same problems and the same issues and the same frustrations and the same anger. And then you throw liquor stores in there. Just being honest. And then you say, we want positive kids to come out of that. When you got mamas telling their kids you grown at 18 years old, don't even know what credit is, don't know nothing about financial literacy. Because our parents didn't know nothing about financial literacy. Parents telling us we grown at 18 because they can't take care of us no more. So when we change what we do now, we change what we do for our kids My child is gonna be able to stay with me until their credit's in a good standing, until they have property in their name, until they have over six figures, and when they're making over $20,000 a month. Now you can go, because you're not going into the world with frustration. You're not going into the world with anger. You're not going into the regretting. You're not going into the world mad. And you're going into the world owning everything. So it's no encounters with the police and all of these other things because you fully own your stuff.
And a lot of that comes from we just never had the opportunities to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was a generational thing. And then we were never taught because we were never taught. So
That's why I take it so seriously. I try and tell my clients, like, never speak on the generation before us and say, man, we doing better. No, we didn't have the opportunity. And you guys' day and age wasn't nobody coming on radio stations telling us what we can do through our credit, telling us how to get through real estate, and that we can buy these properties and do these things. So now it's people in our generation's responsibility to change the generational financial stability of this culture. And instead of people that are older clashing with people that are my age, I listen. Because just because I know credit wise more than you know life wise more than me. And when we combine that, can't nothing stop us. But they want us to keep doing this. They want us to keep fighting. They want us to keep having friction. They want us to, you hear it in the songs. F this baby daddy, F this baby mama. Don't live like this. Don't do this. You hear Taylor Swift saying that? Justin Bieber? Justin Timberlake. It's only in the black culture. Because if I can make $1.7 million off my credit score, and they know that, and I have a wife and she can make $1.7 million off her credit score, and we're together, that's more powerful, ain't it? So we gonna divide them and make them worry about materialistic things when you can be a millionaire. So I never tell people you're dumb or anything like that because you just don't know. You're never dumb for not knowing. Now, when you have access to that education, when you have access to, what you're doing and stuff like that, and you don't take advantage of it, in my opinion, then now you're dumb. So that's that's how I feel about it.
so how long have you been teaching this to the community?
I've been teaching financial literacy for about 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. Yeah. So
Is it like a weekly or monthly or
it's kind of however you have access to me. I go live and I talk about it, and then I have a what I call a master class, and I have that every month for people that just want to know the ins and outs of financial literacy, all the ways that you can obtain wealth, and all the things of that nature of financial literacy. And I always have anywhere between 5 to 10 clients a month. Charge $1,500 per client, and I also do credit repair, so I fix other people's credit as well. And then, like I said, I have Zoom calls, and then I have what I call a community of wealth. So I have a big group chat where I allow clients to join for $20 a month, $30 a month, and I show you the basic steps of credit and the ins and outs, how to get funded. I show you how to repair your own credit. I show you what a fundable credit report needs to look like. I show you all the things you need to get funded from a credit report, how to set up an LLC, how to get funded from the LLC, how to set up multiple LLCs, how to look for properties. Like some of us don't even know properties in our neighborhoods are for sale for less than 20 and $30,000. I just showed my brother this the other day. He couldn't believe it. Same abandoned properties that we walk by every day are for sale in our neighborhood for $5 and $10,000.
Yeah, we got one for 5,000. I'm coming to get that. I couldn't believe it.
So it's just like that's what I love to do. I love to help people. I love to show people that no, we ain't gotta live like this. It's a different day and age. They taught us the wrong thing. They showed us the wrong stuff because coming up, if you didn't rap or dribble a basketball or sell drugs, you felt like you couldn't be rich. But they blamed all black kids for doing that when that was the only way that we seen wealth.
That's actually very interesting right there, because like in our community, we were brainwashed to that. But there's so many other ways to obtain wealth faster that you actually own the wealth.
Yeah.
Where like you become credit expert, you can get life insurance licenses and sell life insurance.
Yeah.
You can learn how to prepare taxes.
Mhm.
All of these are all components of how to obtain wealth and maintain wealth. But the key one that's right at the center of it all is credit.
Yes. I tell everybody that anybody that wants to be successful, any entity that you want to go in, anything that you want to do, you can access it faster with credit. And understanding financially money better, understanding how it works better, understanding what to do with it better has changed my my overall aspect of how I look at it and the things that I do and how I spend it and how I go about saving and what I want to invest into it. Before I go into investments, learning and understanding more. Um, before I went to before I got to real estate, I took real estate classes. Before I got into credit, I took credit classes. Before I got into investments, I took investment classes. And that's what I try to encourage to all people is you want to gain as much information as possible. And if you gain as much information as possible, nobody can manipulate you. Nobody can get over on you. Nobody can, you know, promise you things that are not going to happen because you're the one making it happen. You understand everything you're doing. You can map out a full plan. And when you map out a plan before you do things, you're just filling in the dots until you get to the top. Because you know what the end goal is. And you know how to get there. The only thing that's standing in the way of that is you putting in that work, putting in that time, and learning and actually completing those steps. So I just try and encourage as many people as possible, get the education, get the knowledge. Because believe it or not, they manipulated us for years. What is college? I'm just being honest.
It's simply a way to, it basically conforms you to a system. And when it conforms you to that system, it conforms you to be the ideal employee.
Sounds like jail. Because when you go to college, what do you stay in? A dorm. I'm just being honest. When you go to college, you stay in a dorm. When you go to jail, what do you stay in? A dorm. What do you have in jail? A roommate. What do you have in college?
A roommate.
You've been to college.
And I went to college. When you go to college, what are you frustrated with? You walking everywhere. You have no money. So now when you get out of college, what's the first thing you want to do with your credit? Because you've been in a little dorm room. I want my own house. What does a house do? Put you in debt for 30 years. And you haven't even got a job yet. And now student loans come back. And now you want a car. And now a car puts you in more debt. And people wonder, how do you get caught in the system? They've trained and manipulated your mind since you were 17 years old to get in the system.
And student loans.
That's why I never talk down on the culture as far as, oh, people just dumb. People, we were manipulated since we were 17 years old. Get student loans. They the best loans to take out. This is the best route to go. Go to college. I don't even know what I'm going to college for. You're just telling me to go because I think this is the only route to be successful.
You get the student loan easier than you could get the business loan.
They'll give you a student loan before a business loan. They'll teach you how to get a student loan. They don't teach you how to get the business loan. At 16 years old, if you knew you can make $100,000 through your credit and go get real estate and never have to work again, would you go to college?
Never.
Nope.
If you don't go to college, how does America get paid?
Wonderful question.
90% of the debt throughout the country is what? Student loans. If those people didn't have student loans, they could get funded. If they were able to get funded, they wouldn't have to work. If they didn't work, then America's in trouble as far as society because don't nobody want to work.
And you never pay off those student loans.
And that's why I tell people this country is a business, not a country. When you go to Jamaica, that's a country. When you go out of town, Greece, that's a country. America is a business. When you understand that, and when you're able to understand America is a business, life becomes a little bit easier for you. Because you can get on the other side of it because you understand why they doing it. It was all manipulation. It ain't just started now when you was older. They had you since they was 17.
Yeah.
And what people don't know, even if you don't pay your student loans, once they sell your student loans to collections or anything like that, they send them an insurance check for the full fee, whatever you owe. That's why they just want you in the system as far as going to college. They don't care if you drop out, finish, whatever, as long as your name on that dotted line to get student loans. Whatever you sign for, they can get the money for.
They're going to get it one way or the other.
Yeah, they definitely gonna get it.
They will garnish your wages,
Mm-hmm.
take your income taxes.
Yes.
They're going to get that money.
Yes.
And then they double it because they're charging interest.
Mm-hmm.
So your $10,000, say 20 or whatever it is, now it's 50 or 100. So they're going to get that money.
Mm-hmm.
And
then we just look and say, we just put in our head, well, forget credit. I'll do cash with everything. And that's still working in their favor. When you work a job, what do? Take taxes out your check.
First.
When they take the taxes out your check, you still got money left over, right? When you spend the money left over, what do you spend it on? Any item, what do they take? Taxes. They the gangbangers.
When you pay your bills, what do you pay on your bills?
Taxes.
When you pay your mortgage, what do you pay on that?
Taxes. And our president said it. What's that country? $19 trillion.
But we don't have any money.
But we ain't got no money.
Interesting.
I just try. All I do is try and tell people to look at life how it is, and it'll come simpler and simpler to you. And I think because I had to grow up at a young age, like I said, losing my mom that young, and having to learn how to pay bills, and having to learn how to do real estate, and having to learn how to go to auctions, and having to learn and understand how to talk around these people and have the language and conversations to be in these rooms with these people and negotiate these deals so I could get my real estate and could be in the positions that I am and get the funding that I get. It's all growth. You get what I'm saying? So when we get into these fields, we get better at all of it. We get better the more that we do it. So that's what I just like to tell people. Like, it's work, but it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it. I mean, if you can have a house that's going to pay your bills,
Yeah.
Another house that's going to, like you said, take a trip with,
Mhm.
you
You can have a building or a property for everything you do
based off of your credit.
based off your credit. Based off your credit. With good credit, you can just walk into $250,000. But we got to have the discipline and the mindset to apply that to the things that are going to multiply that money and not decrease it. Because if you get $250,000, because people always want to ask the question, is $100,000 a lot of money? Of course it's a lot of money. Anybody that says it's not a lot of money is crazy. You can change your life with $100,000. What is your mindset with that $100,000? That's going to be the game changer. Because if you got $100,000 and you want to be in a club acting like you Nelly, Meek Mills, and you want to be on the side of Lil Herb, then $100,000 ain't a lot of money. Lil Herb got watches that cost that. So, but if you got $100,000 and you locked in, you up every day, learning, you want to know more, you humble. Everybody ain't got to know what you got. You know what I'm saying? You have what you need for the times that you need to do it, and you getting the information. You're unstoppable. So that's why I always say, like, I sit back and look at the podcast, look at people publicly speaking, and they always want to down the culture. Or you think you got $100,000, you got nothing. I told you, information is more powerful than money. I have $2,500 to other men's 100,000, and I multiply that because of what I know and what I know how to do. So I just be telling people it's the knowledge that you want to obtain. Because as long as you have the knowledge, people gotta pay you. They have to pay you if they want to obtain the knowledge. And I tell people all the time, I don't like free stuff. If it's free, I know it's low quality. If it's free, I just know it's low quality. I don't want free. I want to pay. With my friends, they hate me. I'm not your friend right now. I'm your customer. Because if I do it as a friend, you're gonna do it on your time, and I need my stuff done now. But yeah, like it can literally start when you ready to start on your credit. It starts with the credit. Then you get the funding, and then you make the investments, and you start sleeping better at night, getting up early, and then your life comes so busy, you don't even have time for the drama or the negative entities or the negative stuff that's happening or you know whatever is going on because you're blocked from it.
So when you're in, I'm gonna say credit distress,
Yeah.
and you're trying to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've researched so many different like credit repairs and things like that. And they all kind of say the same thing, maybe a little bit different, but it's the process of getting out. About how long would it take on average?
So this is a thing I basically like to be the realist about as far as credit repair. Um, it's a fight. People get on here and be like, oh, well, I can knock credit out in 24 hours. I can do your report in 1 month. I can do your report in 2 weeks. I'm not going to say they're lying because I don't like to judge other people's talent and what they do. But it more than likely ain't the truth. You've had bad credit more than half your life. You think somebody going to get it done in 30 days. But here we go with the free stuff again. I don't like free stuff. It's low quality. As soon as I see it's free, I don't want it. It's low quality. But that's why I say I would rather go to somebody who's gonna tell me the truth. So if you're trying to get your credit report done, I've wiped people's credit in 20 days, their whole credit report. But I've never told a client I'll wipe your credit in 20 days because it's just not the truth.
Right, it's no guarantee. Every file's different.
You've had these negative accounts, these negative entities, or whatever you had for half your life, or more than half your life. They're not gonna come off that fast. It's possible. It can happen. But is it in stone? No. And I won't even take your money telling you that. Because that's why people get out of the business so fast. Oh, everybody getting on my nerves. They study calling me and calling me. Well, you done told 90 people that you can clean their report in 24 hours. Yeah, they calling you. They see every day people getting wealthy or rich and, lines of credit and cars and Mercedes with good credit. And you like, I could get you the good credit in 2 days. So they like, man, all my clients know, I tell you, 5 to 8 months.
Okay.
5 to 8 months.
Okay.
Anything after 8 months is free. I keep disputing until it's gone. But you've had this bad credit. for a long time. You can't possibly think that it's gonna be just like, oh yeah, it's gone. So it's a job, but it's fun. It's fun interacting with people. It's fun meeting new people. It's fun changing lives. It's fun being an entrepreneur, having all my time, uh, learning, seeing my friends' progress. I have two friends that are millionaires off this same stage, you know. So I love to see it. I love to, be around it and stuff like that and be able to see people grow and be invested in, see people profit and see people change their family lives and make more money. I love it. It makes me happy. So
So if someone wanted to reach out to you for your services, how?
my name is MVP Davis on Instagram. And then you can actually Google Lorraine's Last Blessing Financial Solutions.com on Google. And like I said, my mom passed when I was young, so I put the business in my mother's name. So it's called Lorraine's Last Blessing. Her name is Lorraine, and I'm her last child. So I said that's
Oh,
a last blessing. I want to be a blessing to the world. I try my best to be in church every Sunday, live my life the right way, handle things how they're supposed to be handled, be a man in all situations, accept responsibility for the things that I do, and keep trying to progress and go forward throughout life.
I like that. Thank you. And Raymond, if someone wanted to find you, how would they reach out to you?
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms: LinkedIn at Raymond Batts, Facebook Raymond Alexander Batts. Look for the picture. Look like a well, actually, recently changed. It looks more professional. So,
Oh,
uh, so I can't use that line anymore. You can find me on Instagram, Mr. Batts the Court Man. Look for the picture. Look like Morpheus. Make sure you take the yellow pill, Neo. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, all over.
Yeah, I gotta get more social media this time. I don't know. I don't like social media. Like people probably looking crazy now that I'm on live. Like I don't go live a lot and stuff like that. I don't really like a lot of attention. But
but
They
you have
want to
such
see it.
great information.
yeah, that's the thing. So like if I know I can give the information out and people can learn from it and stuff like that, and you willing to learn, I love to speak about it and stuff. So
You can actually utilize TikTok where basically you do the video on TikTok, put in your verbiage on there,
mhm.
then before you post it, copy that whole verbiage. Once you post the video itself saves to your phone. Now you take that same video to all your other social media platforms and just copy and paste that same verbiage.
But I'm told you know how good I am with financial literacy. It's how terrible I am with technology, but I be looking at my phone all day. But I try to learn more and more so I can get the messages out there to the people and they can see it with my reels. I'm trying to hang in there, but I'm gonna get better at it. I like it. It's a fun stage. Like with me, that's growing. I don't like content. I don't like social media.
Mm.
But if I want to get the message out there, help more people, and allow more people to engage, then I have to learn how to do what's in today's age on how the message is getting out there. I have to adapt. I have to change. I have to be that person. And that takes growing.
Mhm.
And it's fun. I like it.
And you, sir, what's your name?
My name JP, but my real name Gerald Pitts.
Gerald Pitts.
Yeah.
And you are also investing into buying.
Yes, I am.
And how many houses have you bought so far? Or are you just starting?
I'm just starting right now, so that right now you just seeing the growth. You know what I'm saying? We right. Hopefully, the next interview you're gonna see us really turn up at the stage. We gonna turn up where everybody gonna want to lock in. Like my boy said, though, like it's just one of him, and ain't like 3, 4, 5 of them that's gonna get the message out.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta build the tree where everybody get the message out. So once my tree start growing and build, y'all gonna see it's gonna be a lot of people up in here. Like we gonna really turn up and we gonna get the message out. We gonna YouTube it. We gonna break it down in a way where you can understand it and not be afraid. 'Cause that's like he said, that's the whole thing. People don't really understand it. They don't. It's hard for them to understand it. So once we make it where you can understand it, you're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna make it fun for real.
That's awesome. All right. I like that.
Mhm.
Can anybody reach out to you? Or you?
I ain't. They can't reach out to me now, but next time
Next time.
they're gonna be able to reach out to me.
Okay, cool.
He getting building the business part down back. We gonna just get his credit together and stuff like that now. So he's starting off. So it's fun. It's a fun process for him too.
All right.
Now when you see me come in here, you gonna know it's for real. Right? You gonna know it's for real. My boy ain't lying. You gonna know.
I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all fun. Like I said, it's all fun. It's fun, real fun process. In my eye, I like to do it. I like how it is.
Sounds fun. Because I'm going to sign up.
It's a real nice jersey, man. It's a real nice jersey when you can do it.
And if anyone wants to reach out to me, you guys can find me at Dollars and Taxes on Instagram, and that's the letter N, or on Facebook, Karen with American Dream Tax, or 708-858-0037. And speaking of taxes, you know, it's that time of the year, guys. So we had those taxes taxing.
I don't like tax. I hate tax.
I know, but we gotta do it. We gotta
I
do
always
it.
owe taxes.
And then people, but look at it this way. We doing the taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
People getting these refunds, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are doing cash advances up to $6,000. They can take $1,500, hit you up,
And change their life.
and change their life.
I've told a friend.
Y'all better get on this train.
I've told a friend to pay me over paying their rent,
There you go.
and now they make anywhere between $25,000 to $5,000 a month. I was just doing credit repair, getting funded. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people it's the information. You want to get the information.
That's right.
When you get the information, you're gonna always have some money. You're gonna always be in a good state, a good financial state. You know where you want to be.
That's right. So that's all, I'm just saying. I know you don't like taxes, but we're gonna get you.
I'm
We're
learning
gonna
that.
get the taxes done.
I'm learning that. I'm learning taxes. It's a lot of things that you could depreciate towards taxes as far as
That's right.
business wise and the things.
Yeah,
that
there's
you
a lot
do.
of write-offs you can get.
Mhm. So I'm learning that. Now. You learn that is the more wealthy you get, the
And
things
y'all
that you
gonna
do.
come
so,
over to American Dream Tax and
yeah.
get your taxes done. And then we also do more than taxes. We do cash advances. We do business loans. We have trade lines up to $1 million. We do credit restoration, but not, but we can work with you too.
Definitely, you can send me all your clients, man.
Yeah.
I want to fix as many people credit
So-
as I'm able to.
Look us up,
Mhm.
look us up, y'all. We doing things over here at American Dream Tax. So,
We most definitely are. We even help people get into real estate as well.
Yes.
That's
So
good.
we could definitely work with you on that because there's room for everybody to grow over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Everybody.
definitely, and especially if they're getting into real estate, because like I said, I like people that have an intention with their credit. Most people that come to me like, oh, I want a car, or oh, I want a house. I don't really want you as a client. I want you to, elaborate on credit as best as you can and go as far as you want to go and, see the true potential of it. And if you can see everything that you want to do with credit, and then tell me you just want a house and a car, then it's like, oh, okay, I'll help you then. So, but I don't want you to just want a car and a house. That's putting you in more debt. I want to show you how you can make some money off your credit first, and then go further, do more things.
I totally agree, brother.
Yeah,
yeah, I like making money.
I think we all do.
Yeah,
Life's a little bit more easier when you're making money.
it's a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
More nicer.
Yeah. Drive cars be nicer. Get around nice. Eat
Yeah.
restaurant food.
Yeah, pay less.
Yeah.
Credit works.
It does. Credit definitely works. I commend everybody to do that route. And if you have good credit, still learn about credit. Because it's people that refrain from talking to people that do these type of master classes and have these type of teachings. Oh, I got good credit. Just because you have good credit don't mean you know credit.
They're probably holding on to that good credit instead of utilizing that credit.
Because they don't know what they could do if they utilize it in the proper manner, if they put it in the proper state, and if they put the money into the right entities and do the right stuff with it. So I tell people, I can show your family how to be a millionaire, but do you have the heart to do it? How y'all gonna come together? The oldest person in your family, they got $1 million life insurance policy. The only thing we guaranteed to do in life is die.
Yeah.
$1 million life insurance policy. Now the family is a millionaire once that person unfortunately passes away. But now what we gonna do when we got the million? Everybody got a business idea now. everybody a bank account now. Well, Ray told me I could take we could take 150 and he'd make it 3 million.
And open up a chicken shack.
Yeah. So we gotta work together, man. We gotta learn how to come together and be more calm with each other. That's what I'm working on now. I like working on my patience, my delivery, how I talk to people, how I work with people and stuff like that. That's why I go to church every Sunday. It keeps me calm. I like being calm. Calm life is a peaceful life. Peaceful life gets you to be a wealthy life.
Absolutely.
Man,
You need to put that on a shirt.
so that's always good. In my behalf, that's always good. But I definitely give you guys my information before I leave. So any of your clients that need credit assistance, they can definitely call me and we can see what we can do for them.
All right. Yeah. We definitely gonna spread the word with that. Now it's up to you guys. If you want to follow, and get to take advantage of this knowledge. And I follow, but take advantage of it. Because who wants to keep working for the rest of your life?
Even if you do, let's say you work.
I don't.
Let's say you work a 9 to 5. If you do work a 9 to 5, just do it with a purpose. Because if you do the 9 to 5 with a purpose and you say, I'm working this 9 to 5 to get my credit where it needs to be. When I get my credit where it needs to be, I'm going to get funding through the credit. And then I'm going to use the taxes that I got from my job to get me funded. And then when I get that funding, I'm going to go into real estate. Now when I go into real estate, I can quit the job. It's a way to get wealthy in whatever entity you in, but are you going to do it? Can you stop drinking every weekend and smoking weed and going to the club and buying $7,500 outfits that you ain't gonna like in 2 weeks? Can you do that to get your credit where it needs to be? Can you stop going out of town when you know you don't need to? When are we celebrating? So when we do those things, we want to do it when we're happy. We want to do it when we're wealthy. We want to do it when we can tell the family, let's come with us. Or tell your friends, let's go with us. And stuff like that.
Really celebrate.
Why be so many fights out of town? Everybody out there mad. They be saying that, don't they? Be like, when people come back, they can't never go out of town, come back and be friends. They'll be angry. Everybody out here facing the same anger. So when we, get to the point where we want to be in life, get the things that we want to be in, cool. Like, I don't even like going out of town now. I like my car too much. I'm like, I don't want to drive nobody's car. I want to drive my own car. I don't like traveling no more. They don't have nice enough. They don't be trusting you in the rentals with nice enough cars for me.
Just drive your own.
Yeah, I just stay home, drive my own car. I don't want to go over there. This was fun.
This was fun.
This is.
Like I said, on the next interview, y'all gonna see for real, and everybody gonna lock in. Like we just said, like it's gonna be hard for people to believe because they don't see it. Like we don't got no rap videos where we glorifying selling drugs and murdering. This is straight drop knowledge, credit. Everybody can do it, and it's safer. You ain't gonna go to jail. So like I said, on the next interview, they gonna really see it for sure, for sure.
So you're gonna have your story to tell the next time.
A good story. That story gonna go up. All thanks to bro right here. So that story definitely gonna go up.
So what message would you brothers share with a lot of the viewers out here, like of all different age groups? Because you know how, like in our community, it's a huge disconnect between the youth and the elderly. What type of message would y'all share with what you guys do on basically changing that whole dynamic?
We can all learn if we listen. All of us, like old, young, middle age. If we just listen to each other and learn from one another, we can all get better. And if we understand the process on how to get wealthy, we'll stop doing anything to get rich. It won't be glorified as far as we can't do anything or we have to do anything to obtain it. We know the process to do it. We got the tools, and now we just need to do the work. But it starts with credit. It makes it that much easier.
Like you said, start with the credit and then the work. That's all. You just gotta see the work, and you can't be lazy. That's the only thing. Like once you get the credit, now it's time just to grind. Cause if you can play basketball good, you can do credit good. If you can play tennis good, you could do credit good. If you can play chess good, I see I got the chessboard out there. Like next time when I come back here, we gonna play a game of chess. I'm gonna see where y'all head at. But yeah, so it's just just don't be lazy to put the work in. Like I said, like on the next one, y'all gonna believe us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the youth, like you said with the youth, like I got little cousins and all that stuff. So I try my best to keep them out of the negative light. So me doing this, jumping in this lane, like once they see me do it and accomplish it, they gonna want to do it and accomplish. When they do it and accomplish, now all they little friends be like, oh, we could really do that, and they gonna want to do it. So that's what it's about too, though. So like you said, you're right. We gotta just have to have our youth and let them know that like you don't gotta go that way. You could go this way too, and it's like I said, it's safer, and you ain't going to jail.
That's for sure.
For sure.
And when you're in real estate, that's Warren Buffett.
What's the first thing you gonna pay? Your rent, right?
Your rent.
So if you get people to pay you rent, you kind of on the right side of money, ain't you?
That's right.
First thing you gonna always pay is make sure you got a roof over your head. So.
Yeah, because you do not in those streets.
No, it's not really fun out there.
It's definitely not fun when you just sitting in front of the judge and the judge gave you 60 years. That's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Emotion. An emotion. Yeah, so we want to do better than that. We definitely want to do better than that.
So we're gonna take a quick music break, people, and then we will be right back. You will listen to the Financial Power Hours over at Intellectual Radio.
Hey, this is your girl Chanel Ellis, and this is my #1 hit single, Chocolate Dove. Check it out. You're my chocolate dove. You're my chocolate dove. You're my chocolate dove. You're mine. Baby, you can feel. That's right. That's my hot single, Chocolate Dove. It is on all platforms. Go check it out, stream it, and you can find me on IG, Chanel Ellis 552.
Who's on the track?
I know you wanna slide tonight. You know I wanna ride you right. We've been making love time. You know I'm gonna ride tonight. I know I drive you crazy. I'm your baby. You know you wanna feel it. I must set you free, loving. You know I can feel your energy. It's in me, you're mine. my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. You're mine. Baby, you can feel. We can go on. See, you be flexing hard on it. That's why I'm working hard to get you in. Cause I love the way you walk. I love the way you talk. Even though you go crazy sometimes. I know you don't mean it, no, cause you got a heart, you just wanna know it. You know I can feel your energy, it's in me, you're mine. You're mine. Chocolate dog, you're my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. My chocolate dog, you're my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. You're my chocolate dog. You know I can feel your energy, it's in me, you're mine.
Hey, what's up, peeps? This is Raymond Batts, 1/4 founder member of the Ownership Club. You're listening to the Financial Power Hours over at Intellectual Radio. We're over here every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m., people. We got our awesome and amazing co-host Karen Steffens in the building.
Hey.
We got the credit. I'm not going to call you a credit expert. I'm going to call you a credit visionary.
Thank you.
We got the credit visionary Rolon Davis in the building.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, we're gonna get ready to close the show out a little early today because we're gonna kind of work on these reels so we could get these messages out here to the masses, along with all our other platforms as well. How can the people follow you, Rolon?
You can follow me on Facebook at Rolon Davis. You can follow me on Instagram, MVP Davis, or Lorraine's Last Blessing. Or you can Google my business page. You can go on Google and just type in Lorraine's Last Blessing. And my whole business page will come right up. And yeah, my number, direct number to me, everything. So you can get in contact with me kind of easy.
Perfect.
And you can find me on Instagram at Dollars and Taxes. That's the letter N. And Facebook at American Dream Tax with Karen.
And you can find me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Raymond Alexander Batts. You can find me on Instagram, Mr. Batts the Court Man. Raymond Batts on LinkedIn, on TikTok, YouTube, everything, people. So just make sure y'all continue to tune in to all of our awesome and amazing content. We always bring y'all the guests that always got the sauce for y'all. And check us out next week, peeps.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good week.
Grooves on the track.